hope you're having a fantastic weekend. It is the weekend, and hope you're enjoying your time with family, with friends, chilling, relaxing, being still, watching college football, whatever it might be. Today, I had the awesome opportunity of going and witnessing a beautiful experience with an 8-year-old boy and his family from church. And this 8-year-old chose to step into the waters of baptism, and it was so beautiful and such a powerful reminder to me the joy that comes in and from children, and when they choose to live into what they feel. and then I was thinking about a call that I was on the other day, and the host said, "Life is too short to be serious." And I was like, yeah. And they're like, and the whole group was like, yes, like we get to have fun, we get to enjoy life. And it's so, so true. And I think about children and the joy that comes in the joy they are, and the joy they experience, and the happiness. And so I was like, okay, so what is it? What is it that causes a child to experience greater joy and happiness? And here are a few things. First of all, they don't care what people think. Children are typically not people pleasers. They will tell you whatever is on their mind, whatever feeling they have in the moment. Let's just take a 5-year-old, for example. They are in it. They are just in it. And there is sometimes no reasoning that happens when they're in that moment of feeling whatever it may be: joy, satisfaction, happiness, frustration, tired. They're tired or cranky or hangry, all the things. They're just in it. There's no mask. They're not hiding anything. They really don't care what people think. It's not until later that we learn the behavior of people pleasing. So first and foremost, children, they don't care what other people think. They are in the moment, and they are feeling their feels, and they are expressing themselves however it comes out. So there are benefits to that, and of course as an adult we get to learn how to be a little more diplomatic about sharing our emotions and being responsible in those feelings and emotions as we share them with others. But the other thing about children is they are curious. Think about that 5-year-old who's asking why. And if you're a parent of a teenager, you get that question a lot as well. Why? And so being curious, being like a child, and being curious, and also using your imagination and allowing your imagination, your creativity to come through, to think about. Sometimes daydreaming can be incredibly therapeutic, and or as adults or even teenagers, using the tool of visualization, incredibly powerful, because what the mind can see, it can achieve. And the other thing I love about children, they say what they mean. They don't sugarcoat it. Again, something we learn as we get older, and not so much teenagers, but as we go into adulthood. Also, kids are not afraid to cry. And as I mentioned earlier, like being in the emotion, whatever's coming up, they're not afraid. There's no fear for them that's innate. That is, again, a learned trait, to be afraid to share our emotions, whatever it is that's coming up. Children generally don't hold grudges. They love unconditionally, and they look for opportunities to embrace people, to forgive, they don't hold that space of holding a grudge, which as adults is incredibly unhealthy, as we know and we learn more and more. But like, let it go. Just let those things go. Be like a child and let those things go. Children also exude optimism for the most part. They are optimistic. They look forward to things. I think about kindergartners at that age 5, and even being excited to go to recess or do hand painting. I love that. Finger painting. Such a fun activity. In fact, recently, I know that my brother and his wife took a finger painting kit over to my parents' house. My mom and dad are late 70s, early 80s, And they all finger painted together, and I love that. I love that my brother sought that moment and to recreate something from his childhood and involve my parents. Like, it gets to be fun. Life gets to be fun. The things that we do get to bring us joy. Children are also decisive. They know what they want. They know why they want it for the most part, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get it. Children also seek out new experiences. They want to learn. They're eager to play, to try something new, to learn something new, to read a new book, and see the world through different lenses. So it's so beautiful, the things that we can learn from children, the things that we can be reminded of that are powerful examples of why we can think and be like children, that will benefit us, that will bring greater happiness and joy in our lives, because we're not caught up in the learned behaviors that we have, the learned people pleasing and wanting to get it right, all of the things that we learn over time. So my invitation is, be more like a child. Think back on your own childhood. Think about the happy memories. I know some of us have some challenging memories from our childhood, but most of us at age 5 in kindergarten, we have some good memories, and hopefully you can tap into those. I remember in kindergarten, I remember a dog coming onto our, during recess, a dog came into the playground, and it was like, oh my gosh, everyone's like, oh, there's a dog, it's so exciting, and some kids ran up to it, some kids were afraid of it. But I remember that interesting thing, because this was a heightened amygdala moment. I remember cutting my finger with a plastic knife, cutting an apple. Now that may not be a happy memory per se, but I do remember those moments. I remember the care that came my way after that. And I do remember my puppy, my dog that had lots of puppies, and when I was 5, and I remember dancing. I remember being in the backyard and like having fun, and just there was this big metal bucket, for lack of a better term, and we'd fill it up with water and splash in it, and then I'd turn it over and I'd stand on top of it and pose. Maybe I'll find one of those pictures to add on to this post. But yeah, just think about the experiences you had. And if you're a parent of a teen and you want to remember why you love your children so much and liking them again, remember when they were 5. Now sometimes they can be a little annoying when we get that why. But at the same time, think about the curiosity and what's underneath that. Why the kids want to learn. Like, it's really about embracing and learning. And think about how you respond to your child when they ask those questions, because they really are trying to learn. And so my invitation again is be more like a child. Think like a child. Be decisive. Be kind. Say what you mean. Don't be afraid to cry, to feel your emotions, and allow them to process through you. Allow your mind to wander. Be creative. Have fun. Have your own little dance party if that serves. And don't worry about what other people think about you. Don't worry about that people pleasing. Let go of the grudges. Be forgiving, including yourself. It actually starts with yourself. Exude optimism. Be decisive. And seek out new experiences. So all of the benefits that come from being a child. Being like a child. Thinking like a child. Embrace the moments every day. Much love.